If I could get certainly your dad and your mom in a room, and of course Stephen, your brother, was young. He about 11, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He was my age. And if we could get everybody down from heaven, and then we get all your patients in a room, and then we get all your E.D. White family from your kids hanging around at E.D. White, and get all your Homer friends at class of 80, and I got them in a room. You wasn't in that room. We'd let you in later. And I said, what's the one word that we could come up with to describe not just Dr. Pat, but Pat?
Mm-hmm.
What's the one word we could use to describe it? And of course, Amy was weighing in on that too, and your kids. What would you hope that one word would end up being?
You know, about 10 years ago, there was a lady in Homer, and that I known growing up, and you would know her, but she passed a comment that said, Patrick turned out good. And so it doesn't matter what struggles you have in life, especially growing up or things are tough, but just to turn out good. And if you turn out good, to make sure that you pass those blessings on to others. Mm-hmm. So just for someone to look and say, you turned out good. You know, something as simple as that in your fellow man that sees how you try and live your life. Remember, I didn't say turn out perfect, but you turn out good. Right. You have that effort, that consistency every day. But it doesn't just happen by accident. For example, in sports, you'll have people say, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's fine, but why don't you try and teach people how to play to be successful? And it starts with being mentally, physically, and spiritually strong, and try and ingrain that in people. Yeah. So I would also just like to be known as somebody who tried to give back. Mm-hmm. Or had a good heart. Right. And never did I mention perfection, because none of us are perfect. But I think as someone who tried to give back to his community, have a good heart. And
but that all fits in the good.
Yeah. And then do you have your priorities in order? Mm-hmm. That it's not about you in life. Mm-hmm. It's about, you know, God, your family, and then yourself. Mm-hmm. And my wife has been just a tremendous asset in that instance, because it's always about the children, always about the husband, always about others. My sister Ellen, my father, and my mother, they were just wonderful at helping other people. Mm-hmm. And so I'd like to give you one word, but those short words are probably the closest.